Coming up on the report, there are rumors flying around regarding the potential closing of the Fullerton Arboretum. We'll find out what makes this beloved landmark such a special part of our community.
Also, we discover how Dreamers feel about President Trump's declaration of national emergency at the border to build the wall.
Plus, we have a special feature on one of OC's favorite baseball players. Hint, he's on the Anaheim Angels. Stick around. Hello, and welcome to The Report. I'm Paige Farley.
And I'm Bianca Valenzuela. Today's episode is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
We begin with the top stories of the week. Ugandan security forces rescued a California kidnapped woman, Kimberly Sue Endicott, and her tour guide on Sunday. They were safely freed from the Democratic Republic of Congo, which borders the Queen Elizabeth National Park. The Ugandan police force says the two are in good health. The kidnappers repeatedly demanded a ransom of $500,000 using the victims' cell phones, and officials refused to pay. However, the Wild Frontiers touring a company handed over the amount of money, according to a source with knowledge of the exchange. Former CIA operative Bob Bayer says the quickest way to get out of the situation like this is to pay the ransom, but it sets a bad precedent. As temperatures rose in Chicago, so did the crime rates. There were 24 reported shootings across the city. 4 people were killed and at least 29 were wounded. The count began at 6 p.m. and ran through Sunday. Among the injured victims were a 10-year-old girl and an 8-year-old boy who were rushed to a local hospital shortly after. The 2 young children were among 6 victims who were shot at a baby shower on Saturday evening. It was reported that 2 men dressed in dark clothing approached the gathering and opened fire. Chicago PD believes the shooting may have been gang-affiliated. If anyone has any information regarding any of shootings from this past weekend, Chicago PD is encouraging and accepting tips.
Say goodbye to the old age for smoking. Many states have begun to change the legal age to purchase tobacco products. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker signed legislation that raises the legal age for buying cigarettes, e-cigarettes, and other tobacco products from 18 to 21. This law takes effect on July 1st. It aims to reduce tobacco use among teens and young adults by preventing them from starting. Teen smoking rates decline over the years, but the popularity of e-cigarettes threatens to reverse the progress. Pritzker says, "If there are any young people who will travel over state lines to buy tobacco products because they can legally buy them there, then I encourage the supporting states to pass Tobacco 21 too." In local news, a California Highway Patrol officer was killed by a drunk driver on the I-15 freeway in Lake Elsinore on Saturday. Around 4:30, Sergeant Steve Lacone was struck and killed as he stopped on the right shoulder of the South Freeway. Citing a civil motorist, suddenly a drunk driver slammed into the shoulder immediately, crushing Lacone against the other vehicle. After being airlifted to the hospital, he was pronounced dead. The suspected drunk driver, 36-year-old Michael Callahan, was booked for DUI and murder charges following the incident. Sergeant Steve Lacone was part of the CHP for more than 27 years and was set to retire next year. He will be dearly missed.
Los Angeles city leaders are looking toward making it easier for new families in the workplace and are considering tripling the amount of parental paid time off. Last Tuesday, the Los Angeles City Council gathered to discuss a proposal giving new parents more time and money for paid family leave. If this proposal passes, LA employers will have to supply workers with 18 weeks of paid time off, replacing the already instated 6-week leave. Governor Newsom is in favor of the proposal. In fact, he suggests the council extend the leave to 6 months instead of 4.5. Since it's still early in the process, the relatively new proposal will conduct an economic analysis to determine how it may affect LA's local businesses. Council members say they hope to conclude their voting by the end of the year. Walmart employees might have to share their break room with new coworkers that are extremely intelligent and extremely artificial. The world's largest retailer announced they are adding thousands of smart assistants to over 4,700 U.S. stores by next year. Walmart is looking to have more employees on the floor helping customers instead of mopping floors and doing autonomous tasks that a robot can easily fulfill. According to CNN, Walmart is planning to have robots to be able to scan self-inventory, automatically scan, and sort boxes by department onto conveyor belts. The superstore retailer believes the addition of artificial intelligence will help boost sales and make work efficient. Coming up next, I went to find what the Music Industry Club at CSUF has to offer students of varying majors. Also, there might be good news for future moms and dads in the workplace. P.S. It involves more sleep, time, money for new parents. We know they need that. Don't click away. Many of us don't realize how the music around us is created in the music industry. I found out what Cal State Fullerton's new Music Industry Club up-and-coming opportunities many students have never had the chance of experiencing before. This club offers an insight of what makes up the industry and what it takes to be a part of it. Let's take a closer look. The term music industry is very broad. It has many parties with specific roles involving the creation, performance, recording, promotion, and managing of the industry itself. This is how songs and albums are produced and recorded, how concert tickets and merchandise are sold, and how weekend-long music festivals are put on for show. Many students at Cal State Fullerton, despite their major, have an interest in pursuing career paths in the field of music and its expansive industry. But with no previous clubs or organization at CSUF to provide these resources, students had nowhere to turn to gain proper knowledge and experience.
I knew that there's a lot of students here on campus that want to do music, but they don't really know where to go.
This is when Brandon Eggleston, founder and president of the newly developed CSUF Music Industry Club, realized there needed to be a change.
They have a very diverse range of events, and if I'm only interested in the music industry, I would have to wait pretty much all semester just for one event.
So far, CSUF Mike's executive board is only run by 4 positions, but they believe more positions will develop as the club continues to grow. Faculty advisor Amani Roberts, creator of Amani Experience podcast, reveals an upcoming podcasting workshop on campus next semester.
Next semester we'll do a podcasting workshop, how to set up your podcast, get it started, get it off and running. That might be the next step in terms of the Music Industry Club.
As of now, Mike is looking forward to hosting an alumni panel on Tuesday, April 9th, where guest speakers will talk about their experiences and how they were able to successfully transition from student to experienced professional. CSUF's Music Industry Club will only provide beneficial resources to students who decide to join. This is Paige Farley for the report.
The Fullerton Arboretum's fate has been in recent news as CSUF gets ready to unveil the university's new master plan. I find out what the buzz is about. Tucked behind Cal State Fullerton's Goodwin Field lies a hidden oasis, the Fullerton Arboretum, home to a huge collection of plants and flowers from all over the world. The 26-acre botanical garden is level 4 accredited by ArtNet. Only 27 arboretums and 7 universities across the world share that accreditation. The Arboretum has recently made headlines alarming the Fullerton community. CSUF's campus master plan is updated every 10 years. Within the proposal was the possibility of having the Arboretum demolished to make room for dorms. University officials have denied the claim, but that didn't stop over 20,000 people from signing petitions online to save their beloved local landmark. Members of the community have gathered to express why the Arboretum holds such a special place in their hearts.
Always an adult that said, that is awesome, we didn't know that, and it could be simple as, photosynthesis or why plants look green. Those moments I cherish because it's okay, we are getting our point across, teaching nature.
Bach is heavily involved in the U-Acre program, which gives students the opportunity to work directly with agriculture, nature, and local businesses.
Students learn urban agriculture, the monkey business personnel learn about urban agriculture and incorporate that into their culinary nutrition training. Our students provide mentoring and also are involved in community engagement and making our community a better place.
As part of Carrie Klamako's curriculum, she takes her children to the Arboretum once a month.
That's one of the big reasons why we do homeschool, is because we get to do school outside. And the Arboretum is hands down the best classroom that we have near us. We just get to observe and live our science lessons.
There will be an open forum held on April 10, inviting the public to voice their opinions regarding the new master plan, which ultimately decides the Arboretum's future. This is Bianca Valenzuela reporting for The Report.
Jomar Jaramillo spoke to dreamers living in the United States today. With the national emergency declared at the border, he found out how they feel in today's society.
We're living in the gray. That's what's happening to us.
Dreamers often use this phrase to describe their identity. Many believe they are not Mexican enough to be Mexican and not American enough to be American.
Ni de aquí, ni de allá. We don't know where we belong.
Azucena Pedroza is a dreamer living in the United States. She attends UCI where she is studying criminology. Aside from studying full-time, she is also a full-time manager at Metro by T-Mobile.
Hi, welcome to Metro by T-Mobile. How can I help you?
Recently, President Trump declared a national emergency on the border, which allows billions of dollars to fund the building of the wall.
There is indeed an emergency on our southern border. It's been loud and clear.
With more attention being focused on the wall, dreamers are being put on the back burner of the current political agenda.
You know, I think that Congress needs to focus on something more relevant than a wall. The wall is obviously not going to help, and it's, you know, countless of experts have said that it's not really going to help divert immigration.
Dreamers balance a busy life trying to get an education, help out with finances, and other family matters.
My name is Adilene Meraz, and I was born in Tijuana, Baja California.
Meraz works a part-time job as a noon yard supervisor and a part-time job at a local CVS. She also is a full-time student at Santa Ana Community College.
I don't have the luxury to like fail, you know. I actually have to push myself to succeed in this American society.
Dreamers are able to renew their visas but must pay a $495 renewal fee. Aside from fees they pay, dreamers also pay taxes, yet are not able to receive the benefits such as health insurance.
Stop thinking about the what if. Like, what if one day they're just not here? I think they should have more attention. There should be more talking, more contributing to their cause.
Dreamers continue to fight for their rights despite the idea of the wall, and hope Congress will too. I am Jomar Jaramillo for The Report.
Momoko Watari decided to take a look inside the lives of CSUF students who live at Oxford North, an off-campus apartment complex located across the university.
Oxford North is an off-campus apartment in Fullerton. It's located on Yobarinda Boulevard and is right across from Cal State Fullerton. Housing is one of big issues for college students, especially international students. International Student Services introduced Oxford North as a housing option on their website. That's why many international students are living at Oxford North. Ulf Noack is exchange student from Germany and lives at Oxford North with 2 roommates for about 3 months.
They are both Americans, so that's pretty cool because you really get a feel for the whole culture. That's nice. I like it.
The courtyard is his favorite place at the apartment.
This huge area where you can just hang out outside because the weather is so good. So actually a lot of times we're just meeting up outside. That's actually pretty nice.
Jalen Snyder is a Fullerton College student and lives at Oxford North for about 7 months.
It's like a community of like college students. So it's like it doesn't feel like people are too young or people too old, and it doesn't feel like you're out of place.
However, Snyder has a problem in his room.
That's one thing I have a problem with. Is I don't understand how it's like no lights in the rooms.
Oxford North has classic rooms and renovated rooms. Snyder's room is a classic room. He says he doesn't have a fan in his room either. There are a fitness center and a recreation room with billiards, football, and a TV. But they are under construction, so that the residents can't use it until April 9th. Noah complains about it.
I actually would have liked the gym to be open, like earlier. Yeah. That's like pretty annoying.
Snyder hopes all the problems to be fixed.
Yeah, I believe they should fix all the problems that they have compliments on, because this is just going to make the apartment complex better.
Wow, thanks Momoko for that wonderful feature. Coming up next on The Report, we have the latest in entertainment news along with the special sports segment with our sports anchor Vincent Garcia. Stay tuned. We are mourning the passing of Nipsey Hussle. He was not only a rapper, but a humanitarian trying to make the world a better place. Nipsey Hussle has been killed at age 33. Fans and celebrities took to Twitter to express their grief over the loss of the artist. He was shot in the head and torso just outside of his store in South Los Angeles Sunday morning. His alleged killer, 29-year-old Eric Holder, has been taken into custody and has pleaded not guilty. The Grammy-nominated rapper had been in a relationship with Lauren London since 2013, whom they have a son with and raised 2 other children from a previous relationship. She shared a post on her Instagram Tuesday after Holder had been arrested, saying how she is completely lost during this time. Before his death, Hussle had planned on releasing a documentary about Dr. Sebi's claim to cure AIDS, his trial and death as Holder awaits trial. The community of South Los Angeles has held vigils outside of his store. Hussle not only left a legacy and impact in LA, but also across the nation. Actress Lupita Nyong'o, star of Us, the new record-breaking box office horror movie, was under attack after an interview with Variety. Nyong'o recently apologized for her character's red voice in Us after an interview with Variety where she disclosed the inspiration for the voice. It came from the neurological disorder spasmodic dysphonia. Soon after, she was under fire for seeming to vilify the disorder. On an appearance on The View, Nyong'o explained how she came about the voice of Red and how she did not explain herself to the fullest when she mentioned the use of the disorder as inspiration. The Oscar-winning actress then gave a heartwarming apology, letting anyone who was offended know she did not intend to portray the voice as evil, but rather bringing the disorder the public awareness.
And now we'll toss it over to Vincent Garcia with sports.
Thank you, Paige. The city of Anaheim and Angel fans can expect a fun and exciting 14-year future with the team's best player calling Orange County home, and I got the opportunity to get fans' reactions. He is the poster boy of the franchise, the team's top-selling jersey, and now will be an Angel for the rest of his life.
Tied for most in Major League history with a couple of Hall of Famers named Ted Williams.
Mike Trout's contract extension with the Angels has brought joy to fans in Anaheim.
It just brought great joy to the city, great joy to my heart. You would hate to see such a franchise player leave the city. It means everything to the Angels, you know. Everybody comes to see him, Pujols, Ohtani. He's just the centerpiece of the franchise, and we're just happy that he's here for life.
Arguably one of the best players in baseball, he has been the most exciting player to watch.
A player like Mike Trout is generational, so to be able to have him at this franchise and at this point in our life to be able to see is I think it's great for the Angels.
You guys have been great, and obviously I want to thank the fans. You guys are.
On March 24th, when the Angels returned home from spring training, Trout held a press conference in front of Angel Stadium and boosted the confidence of Halos fans by saying these words.
I want to bring a championship back to Anaheim. Let's go, baby.
Not only has Trout put an impact on the game of baseball, but he has also put an impact on the Angels franchise.
He is the face of the franchise. There's been a lot of other players that have been up here that were really amazing players, individuals and everything, but this guy's got all the tools. He just seems like an everyday guy, just wants to go out there and play ball, doesn't want the attention, doesn't want, all the accolades. What comes his way, but he seems like a team player and just wants what's best for the team.
A couple weeks prior to Trout signing the extension, Manny Machado and Bryce Harper also signed big contracts. However, they were free agent contracts. Machado signed for 10 years, $300 million with the San Diego Padres, and Bryce Harper signed for 13 years, $330 million with the Philadelphia Phillies. Those two became the first players to sign $300 million contracts as free agents. However, Trout's was not a free agent contract. It was an extension to his prior contract with the Angels. And with that contract, he will be the first player to sign a contract over $400 million. Let's hope he can bring a championship back to Anaheim for the first time since 2002. From Angel Stadium, I'm Vincent Garcia for The Report. Speaking of the Angels, with the Major League Baseball season beginning, the A-team had their first series at the Big A this past weekend.
This afternoon, a little odd with the light.
The Halos took on the Texas Rangers Sunday afternoon. In the top of the second, Joey Gallo hit a 2-run home run to give the Rangers the early lead. In the bottom half, With the score tied at 2, David Fletcher broke the tie with an RBI single.
The Angels have a 3-2 lead.
Bottom 6, the Millville Meteor, Mike Trout, crushed this 2-run shot to left field to add to the Angel lead, his 5th home run in 4 games. Cal State Fullerton alum Noe Ramirez comes into the 9th inning and strikes out the line of the Shields to end the game. Angels would go on to win by the score of 7-2. The Angels weren't the only SoCal team to face their division rival. The Dodgers also had an anticipated weekend in Denver. Other Cal State Fullerton alum Justin Turner and the Boys in Blue faced the Colorado Rockies Sunday night. Dodger bats were on fire early thanks to RBI singles by David Freese, Kike Hernandez, and Austin Barnes to make the score 6-0 in the 3rd. Top of the 6th, with the runner on, Max Muncy tomahawks a 2-run blast to right field to add to the Dodger lead. Cody Bellinger then takes this solo shot for a ride, also into right field. Dodgers would go on to win by the score of 12-6. Mike Trout and Cody Bellinger both received MLB Players of the Week.
Thank you, Vincent, for that spectacular sports segment. It was a home run.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Paige Farley.
And I'm Bianca Valenzuela. Until next time.